So I told a story about my skate for UNH, 24 hours, 172 miles on rollerblades. What I didn't mention in the story was that I did get injured. My toe. I'm trying to think what's left. I guess it was right toe. There's so many injuries. I guess it's right toe, and it's numb. It's got pins and needles, and I can't. There's no blood flow going into my toe. I guess 24 hours skating is a problem. Um, so I'm determined to get. I feel like if I just keep wiggling it, it'll be okay. But I can't actually. The toe's not moving. So this goes on for months and months. It's 4 months later. I've been trying to wiggle my toe uh, all that time, and it happens. Finally, my toe starts actually moving with the wiggling. So, okay, now I got a chance. So I freaking every single day for it's insane. I just wiggle my toe, and I can, it's a month or 2 months further down the road, and it's starting to work. 14 months later, I had my toe back. No pins and needles, no, perfectly moving, no pain, unbelievable. So, determination. Okay. Well, my another toe story. Okay, I'm out. We did a number of vacations in the Outer Banks. Awesome, and we go all the way down on the beach, and I got to have 4-wheel drive on the beach for a mile or two, because we're all the way up, almost at the Virginia border. But it's awesome there. And me, I got to have toys, you know. So in this case, I brought a bigger kayak, and I brought a surf kayak. Now the surf kayak is it's called a dagger, and it's a little trick kayak meant for surfing waves and all of that. But the problem is, I buy it, and actually BU bought it, and I'm borrowing it for vacation. But anyway, we're at the Wilderness House, and the guy doesn't know shit about kayaks. So he said, I want a small trick kayak because I got all these ocean kayaks, right? I teach kayaking. So anyway, he sells me a board, a kayak that is the Dagger Splash. Well, the thing is meant for a kid. You should not be more than 140 pounds to use it. Uh, but, you know, BU bought it, and now it's here, and I try it. So I'm in at 100, okay, 200 pounds at that time. I get in it, and the entire kayak sinks to water level. So you can't see, you just see my body. You can't even see the kayak. And if I don't have a skirt on, I'm screwed. I can't use the thing. So shit, man, I've got short legs. So I try it at the Charles River. I'm having a hell of a time. So I can't get the damn thing to go straight. It always wants to turn. So I get skilled at getting the thing to go straight instead of pivoting on a dime. But I have to take the bulkhead, and I have to move it forward, okay? Because my short legs are still too long. My knees are tightened, you know, up and folded, and it's messy. So I move the bulkhead back. So now I got a little bit more room in it, and there are actual thigh braces that are in this thing, so you can do Eskimo rolls and stuff easier. I can't Eskimo roll. The whole time I'm on this damn thing, if I go over, I'm going to have to swim to shore, okay? And I'm going to have to put my skirt back on because I can't do an Eskimo roll. I'm going to float my kayak back in, which, by the way, talk about stupidity. I took that same damn thing, and I took it from South Boston, right on I Street. I jumped in the freaking kayak, and I paddled all the way into the Charles River, through the locks and into the Charles River. Well, this is insane. There are major waves and boats on the inner harbor. So the talent, I gotta admit, I got friggin' talent. Because if I don't do the paddle just right, I'm in the middle of the inner harbor, nowhere to go. No one could see me. It's just so dumb. But I did it, and I felt great about it because I crushed it. But okay, am I getting long-winded? Of course I am. Okay, so anyway, the story about the little kayak I have, the Splash Dagger. I'm in Outer Banks. I'm surf kayaking. I'm on the wave going down. It's fun. I look to my left and I jump up. There's a fin. Shit, it's a shark. There's a shark coming to eat me. And I smiled. It's not a shark. It's a dolphin. And the dolphin is right there, 5, 6 feet away on my left, and we're surfing down the wave together. And I'm so freaking excited. We're going down together, but I'm not paying attention. So I end up, the wave ends, and I'm on the beach, and I crash. I crash. My bow digs down in, and I do a flip, and my feet go smashing. Both of those feet go smashing into the bulkhead of this little tiny kayak. And I bust up my toes. So one one's bad, the other one's worse than bad. The toenail's almost completely off it. I get it on. Okay, so I'm dealing with that. Well, as the weeks go by, it's feeling a little bit better, and I realize, holy crap, there's something going on underneath my toenail. I'm growing another toenail, okay, inside that toenail. So this goes on, and it's happening for a year, 2 years, okay. I can't believe it. As it's trying to grow out, a third toenail grows underneath the other two. I'm not kidding, okay. So anyway, and I can see them growing out, trying to, grow themselves out once underneath. And now I've got this really thick toenail. I should remember what leg toe it's on. I think it's left. And I don't right now. But here's the thing. I'm still dealing with it. This is 15 years. For 15 years, I've had a toe, a second toe, and now a third toe. And I can show you right now it's gross. But I'm not allowed. My wife and kids will kill me if I ever show you what all my feet look like, particularly that toe. It's yeah, and you can see now the one that's grown out. So now I only have two, but the one that's going to end up being my toenail is only about a third of the way grown, and now I've got the crap from the other toe, and it's really thick and hard to actually cut it with scissors. It's that thick and solid. Okay. So that's a disgusting story. I forgive me. So let's do a better one. Okay, I'm skiing at Shawnee Peak. Was called Pleasant Mountain. It's now back being called Pleasant Mountain, and I'm in between the main mountain and the East Pinnacle. And I got this problem. If I see tracks in the woods, I just they did it. I can do it. So and this is only Shawnee Peak, so I don't think anything of it. So I'm in the woods between two trails. And I'm doing a great job it's not groomed, and I'm doing a great job doing this kind of thing, going down the hill. And I look over to my right, about 50 feet to my right, there's a deer, and the deer is spooked by me, so it decides to run downhill. It's easy to go downhill. Well, the deer is bounding like this. Okay, and I'm beside it, and I'm bounding like this beside it, like that movie, The Quickening, right, from the Highlander. I can feel the deer's heart, right? So we're going down together, and it's unbelievable because we start matching. We're dropping down into the snow and rising at the same time. I'm mesmerized. So I'm looking at the deer. I'm in the friggin' woods. I'm looking to the right of the deer. I'm in the woods. You know what happened. Well, thankfully, my eyes, think about tree skiing is never look at the trees. You just got to look at the spaces in between the trees. So I think I'm doing that. But holy crap, I'm going down. I get smashed, boom, in the head with a tree branch. I mean, it hurt. And the hat goes off, and it's a yard sale. I got my skis are, I've fallen now and off, and my poles I'm collecting my gear, and I look over. Well, there's the freaking deer, and he's walking back up the hill. I said, what the hell's going on? He was trying to get away from me, I thought. Anyway, turns out, well, he got to the bottom of that area, and then there was a trail. Well, you're not going to go on the trail with the people skiing down. So the lesser of two evils is coming up by me. This time he's only 20 feet away from me. He's calmly walking right by me as I'm grabbing my gear. And the good news there, no injuries, particularly to my toes. Okay. But I'll tell you, I'm an idiot. It's called the walkout. When I did it with John Miller, I was at Cannon Mountain. We did the Minnesota, but then we saw a trail. We went for it. I found out later, or at least I think it's called the Tucker Brook Trail. But we did it. We ended up nowhere near the mountain, and then at lunchtime, it's an hour and a half later, we come out through the woods, and there's a house there, and there's a guy in a truck. Turns out he works at Cannon Mountain. He's just gone home for lunch. He doesn't usually do that, but he does it that day. Well, thank God, because we would have had a hell of a walkout. So he says, "Oh, I'll drive you back to the mountain." So we're good then, okay? I'm sorry, but I have to go on because there's more that's important to me, Okay, yeah, there was the walkout at Snow Basin. That's insane. I went where I never, but other people were there. That was a couple miles to walk back to the thing. I did it at Sutton Mountain and also Orford out in Canada. My wife's waiting around for me at Sutton. Where did he go? Well, you know what I did. I went off the trail, got kind of lost, and I had a mile or so walkout, with ski boots, okay? But the big one was Ragged Mountain. I'm an idiot. I'm at Ragged on the left lift. I forget which one. I forget the names of them. But anyway, I don't recognize it when I ski under the other lift. Now, looking up, that's looking to the right. I ski off the backside of the mountain, and I come to a little cliff. Like, oh, well, this is interesting, but the skis have gone off the edge. Oh, I'm not doing that 15-foot drop. Move over to the left. I'm not doing that 12. I get to like a 6-foot drop, and what the hell? I drop down into that. I'm nervous because when I land, it's breakable crust. But after I ski a little bit, it's harder, and so now I'm skiing the top of this crust. I'm feeling good. Next, I see a little gully. Oh my God, it's like a natural half pipe. I jump into the gully, and I'm skiing that. I said, how many ways can I be a moron? So anyway, that's not a gully, that's a river, a stream. And I'm so excited I'm skiing, I don't realize that the banks are getting bigger and the snow is going away. There's freaking water in front of me. Oh, no big deal, I'll just get out of the stream. But I can't because the banks are covered in snow that's soft. Oh my God, it took me 10 minutes to try to claw out a way to get from out of the river up the bank and onto the regular snow. Whew. Soon I'm at a road, okay? But that, I don't know what happened with that road. But then I see the lake. So it's a frozen lake. I ski over the frozen lake. And I'm over here. I walk some more. I finally get up to a real road, one I can trust that it's a roadway. I think it's the road that leads me to 11. I am completely on the backside of a Ragged Mountain, and I have got a walk to do. In ski boots, with the poles, with the skis on, and I walk for miles and miles and miles. Finally, I get to, I think, Route 11. There's a guy coming by, and he stops, he picks me up, and he gives me a ride to the base of the mountain. I thought that'd be good enough. He says to me, "Hey, you're a lucky guy because I've had a DUI and I just got my license back yesterday." Oh, great! But he doesn't drive me, and I'm a tough guy. I'll just be dropped off at the base, not knowing that there's a bit of a walk uphill to get to the real base, not the base of the mountain before, the base of the roadway. Oh God! So anyway, I get back to the parking lot at Ragged Mountain. There's only 3 cars. It's dark. Now, this happened at 10:30 in the morning. I've been walking all friggin' day. Now it's the ski area is long closed. It's dark out. There's only a few cars on the lot. And finally I get to my car. So be careful where you roam. That's what I say.